Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Channel, Brenda Hoffman. Dear ones, pieces of your 3D life likely surfaced last week with unpleasant reminders of who you used to be and why. It is time to heal from that emotional battering. Perhaps you felt as if you could not go on. Even if those around you did not feel the same, they could not provide the caretaking you needed. So you felt lonely and alone. You wanted to end your 3D reminders, but others kept pulling you deeper into your emotional pain. Emotions that may have contributed to physical pain. It was as if someone attacked you from the inside out. You could not describe to anyone how deeply pained you were or why. Part or all of your pain was likely about caretaking beyond what you felt comfortable doing even when you were of 3D. It was too much for too long. This is a healing, taking care of yourself week. If the past few days were not that difficult, you may be somewhat confused about this week's discussion. Maybe you cleared this piece earlier, or your inner being decided to do so at some future time. For those who experienced last week's pain, please know that you eradicated a deeply hidden fear. It is now time to heal. To take care of yourself. Those who were part of your difficult clearing will likely not participate in your healing. They will not understand your needs because they have needs of their own. And they are probably not in the same place as you emotionally, or they would have noted your emotional exhaustion before now. In a sense, those closest to you, including those now transitioning, are oblivious to your needs. This is why you are learning to care for yourself. While it is true that you will have the love and strength to be one with others because of your newly discovered self-love, this emotional discussion is about you finally realizing that you cannot caretake others unless you place yourself first. Similar ideas were relayed previously, but until this past week, you did not realize how deeply ingrained caretaking of others' most often loved ones was. Last week was your wake-up call. Do you dare say no despite the ongoing needs of your loved ones? This is a question you have pondered for some time. Not because you wanted those loved ones to leave your circle but because you needed them to care for themselves. And every time you indicated self-care to them, another piece arrived that forced you, in your mind, to take care of them. They expected you to. In truth, they helped create scenarios to awaken that fear deep within you. In the next few days, you will heal from the inside out. And then you will proclaim your independence from caring for them to the degree you felt you had to despite your personal needs. Once you have separated from their caretaking needs, they will either find ways of taking care of themselves, or they will discover they are no longer comfortable with you because you are not who they thought you were, the consummate caretaker. This caretaking clearing has been extremely difficult for those of you who moved through it in the past few days. So allow yourself to rest, knowing that those you have been caretaking in thought, word, or deed will likely not understand your pain or anger. This is your peace, not theirs. They would be completely comfortable with you continuing to care for them for as long as possible. Such is not to blame you or the being you were caretaking, but instead to allow you to know that you no longer need to perform in that capacity. Of course, you are worried that you will do physical, emotional, or spiritual damage to that being if you discontinue your caretaking. At the same time, thinking of ongoing duties and responsibilities related to that caretaking without taking care of yourself seems impossible. You no longer have the need nor the capabilities to do so. Of course, your caretaking responsibilities will continue to hound you for a while until you allow yourself to completely break free. And so you will, because the past few days have been so emotionally and physically trying that you might break if you continue. You have nothing left for yourself, much less anyone else. It is time for you to regenerate, so allow yourself the freedom to do so. The being or beings you have been caretaking will either become more independent or will find someone to care for them as you once did. It is their choice. You cannot continue. You are emotionally, physically, and even spiritually drained. It is time to replenish yourself. The object of your caretaking has choices, just as is true for you. What will they do? Perhaps the two of you will come to a new understanding of what you both need. Or, they will move on, as will you. Or, nothing will change, and you will find yourself more and more exhausted as you notice that their needs never change. It is time to close that hidden chapter in your being. It is up to the individual or individuals you are caretaking to find their way through their needs. You cannot do it any longer. It is time for you to fly into joy, something you cannot do while maintaining the pain you now feel. Rest and regenerate before proclaiming what you will do. Use this rest time to determine what you need and why. Which is the complete opposite of what you have done for Earth lifetime after lifetime. You have given all you have to give in 3D, both for humanity and the Earth. It is no longer your role to continue to give to others. This is your time to heal and regenerate from an extremely difficult 3D closure, most likely of a caretaking nature. So be it. Amen.